What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel, and today what I got here is the EMAX Babyhawk R. It is the 136mm version of the ever popular EMAX Babyhawk R that came in at a 112mm, and it sported some 4-bladed 2-inch Avion props. Now this version here, because it has longer arms, it is boasting some 3-inch tri-bladed Avion props. Now, because of that, we are given some slightly lower kV motors, which comes in at 4,500 kV instead of the 6,000 kV on the 2-inch version. Same size, 1106. So let me go ahead and bring out the 2-inch version and put them side by side so we can check out the differences. So everything about the two quadcopters here is identical. The only thing that are different now is that we have a longer arm on this model and that we have bigger props and lower kV rated motors. Now there is something that is different about these two models as well. On the 2-inch model, we were given 4 separate pieces of arms. So when we break one arm, we are able to exchange and replace one arm. As you can see, there's a little crack in between, so you are able to change out just one arm. But on this new model, I noticed that the rear two arms are together in one piece, as well as the front arms. They are not split apart. So if you happen to crash and crack one of the arms, you will have to change out both sides at the same time. All right, so those are the main differences between these two quadcopters. Now, everything else is identically the same. It's got the same housing, same shell. The camera is the same thing. It's got the Foxeer Aero Micro with 150-degree field of view. It's got the same VTX 40 channel 25 to 200 milliwatt switchable VTX. Same flight controller. It is the Omnibus F3 with Betaflight OSD pre-installed, but the firmware is a little different. This one came with 3.2.2. This one now comes with 3.2.3. Now the ESCs are identically the same. It's the 4-in-1 BLHeli S 12 amp D-Shot ESCs, and the mini stack is called the EMAX F3 Magnum Tower System 20 by 20 millimeter stack. So everything is identical except the fact that we are now given 3-inch blades. All right, so both of the models that I have here came as a PNP version, in which on the 2-inch version I have elected to put a FrSky D8 receiver, and as you can see, I have the antenna coming out of that little hole on the top of the canopy, and I got the VTX antenna coming out of the bigger hole on top of the canopy. Now on this newer model, what I have elected to do was to put a FrSky XM Plus receiver in it. So I do not have an antenna sticking out of that little hole, but I do have the VTX antenna coming out of that same hole on top of the canopy. Now I have snuck in the XM Plus receiver antenna on one of the arms. I have pre-taped the arm, and then I put the XM Plus receiver antenna, and then I have taped it again, so it is now sandwiched between 2 layers of tape. I did that to this side as well, so hopefully for the best I don't get any fail-safe situation. I'm checking out that kind of design for the first time, putting the antenna on the arm itself. Now when you are ready to put the receiver onto the quadcopter, all you need to do is remove these 2 screws. They are attached to these 2 standoffs, which are attached to the canopy, and go ahead and release these screws here, unscrew it, but not take it all the way off, just loosen it up, and then this whole canopy will swing over, and then you are able to access everything underneath on the inside. Now this already came with the receiver wire primed, so all you have to do is just solder on the 3 wires onto your favorite receiver and you are good to go. So let's go ahead and take a look at what else comes with the EMAX Babyhawk R, the 136mm version. Okay, so this is everything that came out of the box. We have a little documentation for the Foxeer camera. We have a battery strap, and we are given some screws, in which I've already used some to place the 3-inch Avion tri-bladed props onto the motor, and we are given a bag that contains the joystick button feature thingy for your Foxeer camera, as well as a JST battery connector, in which I don't know why they give you that when it already comes with the XT30, which is more preferable, and the Babyhawk R user manual as well. And now all of this came in this box, which is identical to the 2-inch model as well, but it is marked with PNP 3-inch, and it comes in black. So opening up the box, as you can see, there's the foam cutout where the quadcopter was housed in, and these are the areas where the tri-bladed Avion 3-inch blades came in. So they give you one full set extra of those awesome blades. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and check out this Babyhawk R, the 136 millimeter, the 3-inch tri-bladed version, out to the field and give it a test flight. All right, so here we are out in the field, and we are just about ready to go. I got some battery choices. We got some 550 milliamp GMB batteries, 3-cell batteries, and we got a couple of Tattoo 650 4S batteries, so we're going to check those out. First of all, let's go ahead and do a line of sight test with the 3S 550 milliamp battery. All right, here we go with the 3S battery line of sight test. Okay, the throttle needs to be all the way down. There we go. Now I'm running the default PIDs that it came with, which is Betaflight default PIDs with rates at 1.1 and super rate at 0.8, but the strength of the angle mode and horizon mode is just set at 25. So I'm kind of noticing right off the bat that my stick inputs need to be exaggerated a little bit. Okay, the wind is picking up too, so we might have some oscillations or prop wash due to the wind. All right, let's do a little punch out with the 3S. Oh, Jesus. Oh, wow. This thing's got tons of lift. And it's got tons of hang time, too. These props are just floaty to the max. Wow. What a difference between the 2-inch and the 3-inch. One more punch out. All right. Wow. If you want a really floaty quadcopter, this is it right here.
1 minute.
Yep, for sure. Wow. Yep. Slightly lower kV motors than the 2-incher. And these tri-bladed props, wow. Making the whole difference. I wonder if you can change the 2-incher to a 3-incher, but then again you will be stuck with the high kV motors. Wonder how that will work out. All right, I'll try my luck at some Acro now.
10, 9, 8.
All right.
7, 6, 5, 4.
Very smooth.
2, 1.
More than enough power here. Oh yeah, very nice. Oh wow, this is a nice one, guys. I thought the 2-incher was a terrific flyer, but this one, wow. So far, out of most of the 3-inch quads, this one is really nice. I'm gonna bring it in. I think we surpassed the 3 minutes. I'm kind of lost here because it flies so smooth. My goodness, we got a good one here. Wow. Default PIDs too. Very smooth. Nice. All right, let's put on another 3S battery, the same caliber, and do a little bit of FPV and check that out. All right, here we go. We are just about ready to go, but I've been having some problems with all the static appearing on the
2 minutes.
FPV feed. It begins very clear and it slowly starts going staticky like this on any channels that I choose. I played around with the VTX, put it on low, put it on high, and it is still doing the same thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the flight test anyways, because I can't really solve the problem out here on the field. So let's go ahead and check this baby out with a 3S battery. You see the lines are becoming heavier now? Okay, anyway, let's check this out. It even has a capacitor. I'm not sure what's going on here. All right, so let's arm it. Man, that is bothersome there. Oh, look at that. It kind of disappeared a little bit. So there is some problems with voltage. And that is bothersome. But so far,
2 minutes.
quadcopter is running very, very nice. So we are flying it with the 3S battery, the same 550 milliamp. Oh yeah, it seems to be doing really, really nice, very smooth. And the controls are really nice in Acro. Wow, she is a smooth flyer. Nothing to complain about so far.
1 minute.
Yep, she is a super flyer. Right out of the box. So smooth.
30
Wow,
seconds.
I am impressed. This is a nice flyer. And like I said, I thought the 2-incher was nice, but they have improved it, made this baby into a 3-incher, and she is a performer, man.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just those lines, I don't know why it's appearing. It was so clear at home when I tested it out, so I thought, oh my god, this thing is going to have a very nice video feed. I mean, the camera itself is really nice, but there's something going on with the VTX on my unit, I believe. Now, when I adjust it to the low, which is the 25 milliwatts, it appears as an L, and then when I change it over to high, it just appears as a small little line in the middle, that little line in the middle of the H, and the other parts of the H doesn't come out on the display. So there's something wrong with this VTX to get-go, because my 2-inch Babyhawk doesn't have that problem. It gives me that H lettering. So this might be a little faulty VTX or something that I gotten with this model. But so far I can still fly it, but yeah, it is a bothersome disturbance. Okay, so that is our first FPV flight with the EMAX Babyhawk R 3-inch. Let's go ahead and bring it in for a landing, and pretty decent amount of flight time as well. And oh my, I think the camera angle is too high for me. Okay, let's slow it down because this thing is so floaty. Very hard to keep it low. Okay, I'm gonna just bring it down right here. There we go. All right, that is our first flight with the EMAX Babyhawk R 3-inch with a 3 4S battery. Okay, so now we have a 4S battery, the 650 milliamp Tattoo 4S battery. So let's go ahead and check that out. Yeah, I don't know what that disturbance on the video feed is all about. I again try to change some channels, fool around with the VTX, change the frequencies and power output and all that, and I'm still getting all that interference. So okay, let's get back to the task at hand here with the 4S, and seems to be holy cow. Yep, can you see the difference? Wow. Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, there's a little bit of flutter up around the turns. So let's go ahead and check out the full out punch. Holy cow. That's a nice punch. Ho, ho. One more time. Man, gotta get ready with my head. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Holy cow, man, that is an awesome punch. Okay, I don't know what orientation I'm flying either because it's so high up. Okay, brought it down here. Wow. Okay, I'm convinced it's got more than enough power with a 4S. Perhaps lowering down the parameters, maybe about 5 points, might help with the flutter up around the turns.
30 seconds.
Okay, 30 seconds left. I got a 650, so should give us a pretty decent amount of flight time. Let me do a little acro.
20 seconds.
Yeah.
10, 9, 8, 7,
Woo-hoo-hoo.
6, 5.
Okay. Before I crash, let me bring it in for a landing and do some FPV with the 4S. Oh! All is good, just a little bit of dirt. Okay, so here we go again. We got a 4S battery this time, and we still have those staticky lines, and looks like it just kind of disappeared a little bit. All right, so let's go ahead and check it out. All right, connected. Hey, maybe it needs a higher voltage battery. Oh yeah, oh check this out guys. The staticky lines have disappeared with the 4S. You know, I'm still running the default PIDs that it came, there's the static lines reappearing. What is up with that staticky lines? Yeah, well, I'm running the default PID still. I haven't tweaked it or anything like that. Wanted to check it out before I do anything. And this thing is just awesome. So smooth. Yeah, I can hear a little bit of oscillations up around those turns.
2 minutes.
Very nice. Ooh, sucking that juice. All right, about 2 minutes into it, and I was punching it really hard, and look at the voltage drop all the way down to 14.7, 14.8. But man, this thing flies so nice right out of the box with the defaults. If any of you guys know what these staticky lines is all about, let me know in the notes so I can fix this problem, because this is a bothersome.
30 seconds. 20 seconds.
All right, I'm gonna bring it in because the voltage is dropping. We're getting close to 3 minutes, but I wasn't punching it all the time. I do hear
8, 7,
some
6,
oscillations.
5, 4, 3, 2.
So when you're running it with the 4S, you might want to bring down the parameter values just a little bit. Woohoo! All right, let's bring it in. Very hard to bring it down because it's so floaty. Okay, let me get a little closer. All right, that is our second FPV flight. This time it was with a 4S 650 milliamp tattoo. So there you go. Pretty decent, but I still got those staticky lines. All right, so just got done checking out the EMAX Babyhawk R, the 3-incher with the tri-bladed props. Did some line of sight as well as some FPV, and I used 550 milliamp GMB 3-cell batteries, and as well as the Tattoo 650 4S batteries. Now, the line of sight, it was amazing. Even with the 3S and the 4S just blew me away. So much power, so much hang time. It just got so much lift with these nice tri-bladed props. I think if you got a choice of getting the 2-incher or the 3-incher, man, I would jump at the chance of getting the 3-incher instead of the 2-incher. Of course, the 2-incher has its ups as well, but man, this thing is just awesome. It's got a little bit lower KV motors, bigger props. The floatiness of this quadcopter is just amazing. The only problem I was having is static lines on the FPV video feed. I'm not sure what that is caused by. I did all kinds of tweaking on the VTX, changing channels and changing frequency as well as the power output, and I'm still getting those staticky lines. At one point it kind of disappeared a little bit, but it reappeared as well. So yeah, I'm not sure. If you guys have any clue as to what I can do to correct that problem, please comment down below. So I got a couple more batteries that I still have in my toolbox, so I'm going to check it out a little bit more and fly it in the park with some trees. So that is it for now, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you again next time.
imagination began to build a new art form. Makes me feel I belong to something.
Creative imagination began to build a new art form. Makes me feel I belong to